Hello, Paul here from EMD Automotive at Caringbah, Sydney. I've got a Volkswagen Golf that I'm working on today. They came in with the actual running rough and engine light on. So I already know what's wrong with the car, but I just want to do a video to show the customer so it's easier to actually understand the process. So let's start it up. Engine light on. Car running rough. Alright, so that's the problem. Engine light on, no power, and the car's running rough. Okay, let me pause it there and I'll go to the front. Alright, the first thing I done was they actually done a compression check on the car, and the reason why I done a compression check is I can hear it. I can hear the actual the cranking sound. Sounds like there's no compression on some of the cylinders. So I have removed all this. I'm just doing the video now because I've done my test already. So I have removed all the ignition coils, spark plugs, disconnect the fuel system, low pressure, and then take everything take everything out, and then use a pressure gauge, compression pressure gauge, this one here, to actually check how much pressure is inside the cylinder when you crank the engine. So what I found is cylinder number 1 was on 0. The gauge did not move at all, just sitting on 0. But cylinder number 3 was the only one was good, and the rest was bad. 4 and 2 was bad as well. Alright, so I'm just going to show you what I went through. Let's have a look at that's here. So I've done a relative compression check, and look at it. It's coming up 0%. Basically, it's 8% on cylinder number 1. That's a firing order. Number 3 is 100%. Number 4 is 61%, and number 2 is 66%, which correspond to here. Cylinder 1 was 0 psi. Cylinder 2, 120. Cylinder 3 is 170. Cylinder 3 was the only one was good, which is that one there, and the rest was bad. Alright, so the engine light was on because we've got a faulty piston ring or faulty piston inside there, causing the actual low compression on this car here. Alright, so that's the bad one there, which is cylinder 1, and the firing order is 1342, so you go 1342, which correspond to here. 1 is bad and 3 is good, and 3 is the only one that's good on this side here. Alright, so I've got a low compression on cylinder number 1, 4 and 2, especially number 1 is 0. What I need for this car here is a second-hand motor, or pull the engine out and rebuild the bottom end with new pistons, modified pistons from Volkswagen. As you can see, there's a lot of oil inside the intake manifold as well, on this car here. Yeah, that's the problem. So I think the coils and spark plugs has been replaced from before. I'm not sure which one they've done, but I think the customer told me that actually some of the coils on spark plugs have been done on this car here, and it's still running rough. Alright, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.